Well, it's hard to believe it's already been 6 months since the Alpha Lab playtest, and to make matters even more dire, Riot has been relatively quiet since then. That is, up until now. That's right, the devs have once again come out from hiding to drop more information about 2XKO, and even teasing more news coming in the form of another huge update. So starting off with some housekeeping from a little while back, there was a leaked article about 2XKO that dropped via some Italian gaming websites. It detailed changes coming to the game and more details on upcoming playtests. However, there seems to have been some sort of miscommunication as the post has since been deleted. Game director Sean Rivera took to Twitter to set the record straight and debunk much of what was reported. Some points of Sean's post include confirming that the next update that was expected to be in February was in fact going to be delayed, more likely to sometime in March. More on that bit a little later on, but also we were planning on running a larger scale global playtest next month, and the Feb update was going to cover what was in that playtest. Instead, we are going to focus on running a much smaller one than Alpha Lab 1, while we build out the infrastructure needed to make sure we can get the game in even more players' hands later this year. So unfortunate news for those who have not been able to play just yet, as it seems unlikely for first-timers to get in next go-around as well. But from the sounds of it, this was not the intention, so my personal hope is this was because of some unknown issues they came across. Once they get the global networking up to speed, we can get a real, proper, open beta sometime soon. Fingers crossed as always, but at least we are getting something online test again, even if a bit smaller this time around. Now, another big shakeup is coming for the Pulse fuse, or should I say no longer fuse, as it has been removed from the fuse spot in favor of a toggle that any player can enable now. Because, quote, first, players really wanted auto combo functionality while also using a different fuse. Second, players duoing with a friend wanted the option to individually turn Pulse on or off, especially when an experienced player was duoing with a friend who was new to the game. So long story short, you no longer have to sacrifice using a more optimal fuse to allow one of the less experienced players to still use auto combos and learn the ropes. It's a big change, and I was a bit surprised to hear this one personally. I'm curious to hear more about how new players feel about it, as really at the end of the day, this is more for them than the hardcore fans. Moving right along, Sean also cleared up misconceptions on a new fuse that was leaked as well. It's called Sidekick. He says with Sidekick, your point and assist never switch. Instead, your assist champ stays sidelined to support your point champ, who gains additional health. We received a ton of feedback from players who wanted an experience that felt more of a support role where they could learn the game at their own pace, and we are excited to hear what you all think when you get a chance to check it out in the future. So as it sounds, it's similar to Mortal Kombat 1's assist but not tag style gameplay. You play as one standalone character, while the second only comes in as an assist call, not to duke it out directly. In other words, yes, the Yumi Bros won. Now that covers Sean's bit, but we also got some news from editor-in-chief of the game, Draggles, about the next forthcoming update. Draggles states that the update has been filmed and will include a deep dive on those aforementioned gameplay changes, including the addition of Jinx to the game, as well as a developer show match to give us an idea of just what these things might look like in practice. He also shares that it's a detailed update that gets pretty in-depth. So the video is running pretty long, probably an hour or so. We're looking to get the update out during the last week of March. So this one is going to be a fat update, at least as far as the literal video length goes. But Draggles also did confirm that no new champion reveals will be shown this time around, so that'll just be Jinx in terms of what we get to see that's brand new. It's unfortunate, but even still, one can hope that with such a large video in size, that still means some big information is coming too. At least we can certainly dream. And we won't have to wait too much longer, as that end of March window is quickly closing in. With that being said, looks like we'll have more to talk on very soon. Thank you all so very much as always for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.